Salutation, folks. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a very big problem in America. It's obesity, probably all over the world. 1/3 of Americans are obese. 60% are overweight. So you'll ask, what is obesity? There's a good simple measure. It's called BMI, body mass index. And it is a ratio between your height and your weight. So between 20 to 25, you're okay. Below 20, you're too thin. Above 25, you're overweight. But after 30, you're obese. And this is a problem. It's really a big problem in terms of wellness and health care. So we are all trying to stay below 25. And you can look it up in the internet. So all of us ask, which is the right diet? There are hundreds of diets out there. They all work. You lose weight. But unfortunately, most of them, almost all of them, you put your weight back on and more. So what have you gained? Nothing. This is yo-yo dieting. It doesn't work, but damages you. So my advice to you is, look at what you eat. You are what you eat. The best doctor you have is you. So the question is, oh, well, a lot of people say, gee, we were not obese thousands of years ago. We were healthy and we were doing well. Obesity is a new phenomenon. Yes, you're right. It's a new phenomenon. We were hunters and gatherers, more like gatherers and hunters. We used to gather vegetables, fruits, roots, and maybe once in a while we killed an animal. But mainly we were vegetarians. We ate whole foods. We ate fresh foods. We didn't process our food, and our carbohydrates were not all simple carbs. So I would give you simple advice on what works. Start looking at what you put on your plate. 60% or more should be vegetables, and whole foods is what you want to eat. Your carbs and your protein should be 50-50. That's 20% maybe, but you want to eat unprocessed food. You want to eat carbohydrates that are whole grain, not the processed, not white bread, white pasta, white rice, cookies, candies, sweets, juices are not your friends. This is free and clear sugar. Now, the best friend you have is insulin that takes all your sugar from your blood after your food is digested, and it puts it into the cells where it's needed. But that same insulin can become your nemesis. And that insulin, if too much sugar is in there in the blood vessel, it makes fat cells. So insulin is the biggest cause of obesity, unfortunately. You see how a good can become bad. It's a good hormone, but if too much of it, makes you fat. Also cortisol, which comes from stress, not sleeping enough. So please get your 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Don't have high cortisol. Don't be stressed. You have high cortisol when you're stressed. But insulin itself, so the new phenomena today in America and all over the world is intermittent fasting, and it works. It does work. Like, for example, you stop eating at 7 o'clock in the night, and next day you eat at 11 o'clock, you had 18 hours of fasting. When insulin is not produced, you don't make fat. And if you can do that and get used to it, it's probably a good idea. But what you eat in between is very important also. You can't splurge on all the nonsense that we eat today, and the fast foods and the bad foods. And you don't have to go overboard. Just become conscious of what you eat. You are what you eat. And also, the best doctor you have is you, but it's your blood that does the work. So you get the blood rushing around. Exercise, lift weights, and don't be sedentary. That's the biggest curse of modern living today. We all sit in our chairs too long. Get moving. If you combine all this, I assure you, you'll change your destiny, you'll change your life, and you'll slowly lose weight and keep it off. God bless you all.